When you step into observer mode, you unlock a completely different level of reality that will change your understanding of your identity. Let's talk about it. So, when we talk about identity, the reason why we talk about identity is to answer some of the questions that are so much more commonly asked nowadays. These questions consist of who am I? Why am I here? What's my purpose? And how can I serve? A lot of people struggle understanding who they are, knowing who they are, and are looking for answers on uncovering the true nature of themselves, why they're here, how they can serve, and what this looks like for their lived experience in this world. When we start to ask those questions, we start to open doors into understanding an identity beyond what we have believed ourselves to be, beyond our title, our job, our location, where we're from, and beyond our emotional state as well, such as being happy or joyful, or someone who is confident or reliable. We look beyond those states of being to discover the true nature of our identity. And when you step into asking these questions, starting to allow life to guide you to these answers, you will soon be guided into this expression of observer mode. And this is where you access a depth of identity that is beyond the reality that we are currently living in human consciousness. Right now, we are experiencing human consciousness primarily through the lens of our five senses. So, what we can see, taste, touch, smell, and hear. And we do this by creating labels, by identifying our world, saying this is a tree, this is a lake, this is grass. We do all of this to make sense of our world and our place in it, how we identify within the world. When you step into observer mode, you start to play at a completely different level because you start to see yourself beyond what the labels are, what the emotional state is, what the thoughts and the feelings are, and even beyond the body itself. How can you know yourself to be something beyond the body? The perfect example that I love to use is who are you when you're dreaming? When you go to sleep at night and you have a dream, who are you when you're dreaming? Are you your body? Or are you something else? You get to experience life in a completely different way by asking these questions and beginning to explore. And when you step into observer awareness, you will understand that all of the feelings that you feel, all of the thoughts that you think, every expression that flows through the body is not you. This can be a bit jarring to understand or know when you haven't started to begin or explore this. But when you understand that this is not you, the intention is to define or understand, well, then who am I? What am I? The goal, the intention, the purpose is to allow the true nature of who you are, the essence of who you are, to inform your form, to be expressed through your physical body, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotional state, who you are, how you show up in this world. That is the true expression, the true journey that we are all here on, to expand our consciousness, to explore and grow, to understand the nature of who we are beyond our bodies, to understand the nature of who we are beyond our feelings and our thoughts, because we are so much more than that. And that exploration requires you to connect with your soul, requires you to connect with your essence. And when you step back into observer mode, you begin to connect with your true essence. You begin to see things in a completely different way. And you understand the thoughts, the feelings, all of the things that flow through and animate who you thought you were are not who you are. Just as if you had a bad day yesterday and you were feeling upset and down, and today you wake up and you feel so much better, would you say yourself to be sad? No, you've changed your state. You've changed your expression. So if you're not sad, and today you're feeling happy, would you say yourself to be happy? Perhaps in the moment you are experiencing happiness, but you are not the expression of happiness. You are not the expression of something that is ephemeral, that is not permanent. You are something more than that. And that is what I implore you to explore, because that will guide you to an awareness that will answer those questions. Who am I? Why am I here? How can I serve? That the observer awareness, the observer perspective will help you to step back into and learn more about your identity. And when you learn more about your identity, you learn more about who you are as a creator. You learn more about how you can create in this world. You learn about your power. You learn about your truth. You learn about your own expression of love, and you get to be that in this world. I love you, and you've got this.